So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to this channel. Whoa. Okay, doesn't matter. So, I think the title of this video is Shams al-Maarif decoded, or I don't know, corrected. So, as I always say in those occult books, you have many mistakes which are on purpose, so that not everyone can just use it, you know. So there are many like hindrances for people who are not supposed to use it. So one of them is that there are many mistakes inside, and due to the level you can decode some things, but maybe not everything. So this is the point. So we will talk about one specific one from the Shams al-Ma'arif. I have to say I'm not working with the Shams al-Ma'arif, not with all of it, because once again I will have to say it in every video. I'm sorry for those who look all the videos. The Shams al-Ma'arif, there are some things which are maybe not clean, so to say. So we talk on one specific talisman, which is pretty famous. I mean, I saw it sometimes in all kinds of forms. So this is in the English version, which you can buy on Amazon, because I get so many questions where you get Shams al-Ma'arif. By the way, now that you can buy Shams al-Ma'arif on Amazon, it's not an occult book anymore. Important. It's just like any other book. The version you have there. So we will talk about this specific talisman, which is special for love and respect here. But as I said, I saw it in different forms also, that there is a circle inside and a name inside written, and around here in this circle it's written Muhammad Rasulullah alladhi ma'ahum ashaddu 'ala al-kuffari rahmah. The last ayat of Surah Fath, where there is all the letters inside, which is exceptional, I think, for 2 ayats in the whole Quran, that all the letters are inside, like from Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, no letter is missing in this one. This is why it's so special, this ayat, and this is why it's used quite often. This ayat, maybe if you didn't see the other video, if one can recite it or learn it by heart, it can make us understand the letters and the morology more, or it reveals the secret. Okay, so as I said, corrected. So I didn't, because this version here, it's not so good, I think. I mean, it's cool, but so far I couldn't tell what's in the outer circle, so I will try to do this. Anyhow, in the inner circle then there is a dua, because as I said, there are many versions. There are with 2 circles or 1 circle, with a circle inside where a name of a specific person is written, so you can charge that person basically with the secret of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, because I don't know if I already said it. Here is written Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this case, it's written from out to inside. Yeah, when you write it from inside to out, it's a different property, once again. So for this one, I think there is not a wrong, okay? This one, doesn't matter how you write Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you cannot do anything wrong, right? So if the title is corrected now, I'm just saying, but we come to this topic later, to the corrected version. I mean, it's not really corrected, it's just something that where I have a strong inspiration, and I will tell you why. This is the dua, which is written in between here. I don't know if you want to stop the video. You can read it. Yeah, otherwise, anytime people can contact me. But it's easy to decipher, so it will not be a problem, inshallah. Yes. So there are many hindrances. We come back to the other points. One of them is that the squares have wrong numbers, for example. So I think when a square has wrong numbers, it's wrong. So, except maybe of very few ones, which are all over the place. But yeah. You can tell if a square is wrong quickly. Another hindrance is for people, for example, videos of people talking are too long and you cannot wait to the end. I mean, also the hindrances are many for people to use this knowledge. Weakness, blockages. People, I heard that in extreme situations people can start to shiver and they cannot move on. So there's a certain capacity, like what is called in the artists, they also have a capacity, right? So they can make something, but then it's done. It's like for work, and any work you have a capacity. Anyhow, people have a capacity, or they will just be blocked and they will forget about those things and stuff like that. Yeah. So the wrong squares and talismans are just one hindrance. So inshallah, we can continue by the favor of Allah Almighty. And honestly, as mentioned before, the biggest talisman is the book on our, inshallah, on our right, which we get right in the end with our good deeds. This is the biggest talisman. Don't forget about this. Just saying these things because new people coming sometimes. So here is the solution. Okay, there are many squares, but I don't talk about them. It's not ready now because I don't know if I'm gonna make a video when it's ready. Maybe I make here a photo somewhere. So the story of this is the following one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So these are the two-leg squares. You can write something inside, what you want, rizq or whatever. So, also here I left this gap with a circle inside, so you can write there. It's like a collector of cosmic energy, like when you have the satellites. This is this. Well, and then it collects cosmic energy. It's as always, most of my things, they are 90% written with this saffron musk rose ink. Yeah, smelling very good. Anyhow, the story of this is, I mean, far before I started with talismans, I was drinking a tea in Larnaca in Cyprus, in a Zawiya, Sufi Zawiya Dargah. It was very little, just 2 or 3 guys hanging around. Yeah, maybe 4. I think we were 4 back then. And one of the brothers, he was talking a little bit, and then he said, "Yeah, the real, you know, how the real seal of Solomon looks like." I'm like, no. I think it's this star, isn't it? No? Allahu Alam. By now, I think there are many seals of Solomon, and yeah, this is one of them, inshallah. Yeah, he said to me, "You know how it looks like?" I said, "No." Then he said, "Yeah, it's like, basically it looks like a cross, and it's made of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and one is going up, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and it's mirrored, yeah, so you can see this cross here, and it's mirrored. And I always encourage people to not print things, to write them on your own, or get some from somewhere, handwritten. So our master, he said, Sheikh Nazim, handwritten things are much better. Much more power. The printed ones, they don't have power. I have to say, maybe the printed ones, they have some power, some spiritual power. I guess so, but it's just for an example that the handwritten ones, they are just beyond far beyond. Okay. So he said, yes, this is a seal of Solomon, and it looks like a cross, and every of those, it has Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. One time like this, one time like this, and mirrored so that it looks like fire. So you have 8. So when I saw this first time, I saw, okay, this just in a different form. Maybe it's wrong, maybe I'm not such an expert, so it's a vast topic. Yeah, stuff. So anyway, I think still that I'm not sure, but I will add another 4 of those. So now I have 4, and then will be 8. So once again, I will write Bismillah ar-Rahman and mirrored, Bismillah ar-Rahman mirrored, Bismillah mirrored, Bismillah mirrored. So I think so. Okay, but we are not done yet, as I see. The squares up there, I will not talk about them. I told you already. Okay. This is Hamim square and Nur square. Yanur. This is some Quran verses. Inna laha qawina aziz, I think, yeah. So this one now, we've wrapped it. I mean, this is added, as you see, the squares are added. It's the square for Bismillah ar-Rahman, by the way. Yes. Then you have around written some things which are not in the book, as you saw. Not in the Shams al-Ma'arif, at least. So this I have from the Sir al-Jalil. Yeah, I show it to you. Yeah, why not? I mean, I did it here, so I'll show it from here. So here, because this is the same verse, Muhammad Rasulullah, last verse of Surah Fath, the victory. Yeah, this is very good. Talisman also here. the lower part once again. And then you have things like Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad, Nun, Ain, Sin, Qaf, Ta, Sin. You know, I just enlarged this one that I put, by the grace of Allah Almighty, the other one inside. This is called rapping now. As we don't have a language, English proper language for those things, I just will make some things up. So this we call talisman rapping, okay? I heard that people rap it. So now we put the square or the talisman within the talisman, wrap those things together. You can put also the square within a square. Maybe I make another video on this. And then you have Salamun Qawlan min Rabbi Rahim. It's pretty all over the place. It starts here, then it goes here. Min Rabbi Rahim. Yeah, sorry. So it goes, and then Qawlahul Haq Walahul Mulk, also like this written. The name of Allah, Muhammad, Jibreel, Mikael, Israfil, Azrael, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, Isa. So, well, a big topic, but I think this is a cool, very good talisman. You can use for anything. As I said, I showed the dua, the prayer in the book. It's like it will protect the carrier. In this case, it's carrier. This is not for carrying, this is for the home, for example, yeah. So this is for another purpose. So this dua there, it will protect the carrier and make him like be respected. And as I said, you can just exchange the dua. You can write also other Quran verses maybe around or inside. So this is a big topic. I just told you what I did recently. Maybe it's inspiration for some people. Yeah. And in the next video, which I'm gonna do now, but upload later, inshallah, we will talk about the changes that talismans make in our lives. Salams.